and it's called to order, and it's about 6:38 p.m. and it is May the 13th, 2019, and this is a meeting for the Animal Control Advisory Committee. And just everybody state your name loud enough to get on to the recording.
Lynette Fetterspill.
Julie Ramirez.
Michelle Hessler.
And Doug Tomasini are present, so we will go ahead and start, and we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, and the number 3 is discuss and or possible action on the written policies and procedures for the animal foster care program, and that's what this is right here.
Okay.
We kind of copied it from Austin's because we thought that they had a pretty good one. Of course, there's some things we'll have to change in it, but I don't know if everybody's had a chance to read it, look through it. There's some obvious things that we need to change, and probably some things that we need to add. Does anybody have any obvious changes or comments?
My comment on this is who's going to head the foster care program. They may have this handy little manual, but someone needs to be available to handle incoming questions and deal with fosters. And the protocol, we need to establish a protocol what to do when the foster is non-compliant with the manual. Where's the pet going to go to another foster? Like those types of protocols.
And you said, what happens if the foster doesn't follow the rules? Is that what you're saying?
Say, oh, Spike bit my 2-year-old even after I told my 2-year-old to stay away.
And there was one other one, I think.
Another concern?
I think she's talking about something after hours or...
Yes, so there needs to be a resource available for the fosters at any time. Or a protocol set in line to do. It's 9 p.m., my foster got out, a snake bit it, where do I take it?
Oh, I see what you mean.
It's midnight, my kitten's fading, I don't know what to do. It may be written here, there's 1,000 manuals, and there's YouTube videos, but they need to be able to get a hold of or email something along that. Yes. That's how, yes.
And where would these items, because this is the first I've seen this, so
no
where would these items fit in here?
Well, in the manual, it's just something that you would include when someone agrees to foster. The protocols for, following all this in the manual, are, make sure they read it, follow it. But if they have any questions, who do they email and ask? If they don't understand what the fading kitten protocol is or how to do it, who can I call and ask for help?
Okay.
So I don't know where in the manual that would fall, but that needs to be available to the fosters.
Okay.
No, I don't think it's in the...
It's not going to be.
Yeah.
No, that goes with the manual, not in the manual. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh, in addition to?
Just because you're going to hand these people a piece of paper,
Right.
they're going to be like, huh? You have to cover all. And it's covering all the bases because you want them to continue to foster for you, and if you don't have any support.
Well, one is, let's see,
We'll do it.
pages 5 through 10. It says, in case of emergency, after.
Well, I'm looking at this right
after
here,
hours
and we've
emergency.
got North and South Austin,
Yeah.
Yeah,
so that needs to be changed.
yeah, everything I highlighted are things that
Got.
Those are
I looked through and need to be changed, but I wasn't gonna change them, without knowing what to put in its place. Right now, I've got a copy of theirs without amendments, but there was something about after hours that was the animal hospital. You can take them, so I guess we could find a vet clinic?
So some of this says Brooks, so,
Well, some I did, but.
oh, you've been doing it, you've been working on this?
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
yeah.
I didn't know where this came from.
Yeah, so all the highlighted stuff. And that's why I noticed y'all were saying something about page 5 is missing or something like that. Where'd you notice that? In
Well,
here?
because it goes,
From 2.
4 and 5, actually.
it goes,
I think.
it goes 2, 3, there's no 4 and 5, and then it goes to 6.
Is there one that says foster programs, policies, and procedures?
That's it.
Yeah, there must have been.
And then,
Oh,
I mean, it
I've got
goes
the
from puppies
original.
and dogs to kittens and cats, so I'm guessing it's the same thing. I think the numbers didn't.
Yeah. Oh, I bet you that's what it was.
Yeah, because 6 is double, 6, 6.
Oh, is
Yeah.
it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't even adjust, because I did that in Foxit.
Oh,
And if you
geez.
notice the page that you have for the
Yeah.
table of contents, it's all messed
Yeah.
up. Once I started deleting things, it was messing it up.
And
So
in
you just
Foxit-
numbered it, they're just numbered wrong then, is it?
Well, in
Is that what you're
Foxit, you should be able to copy what's in Foxit and put it in Word and do it that way.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll make the modifications. Yeah, so some things that I might have deleted or
Okay.
moved around, just the page didn't change.
Well, I know after reading this, it does look like a foster and adoption program, like you said, are pretty involved, you know, they're.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
not easy.
Oh, no.
This is a huge,
Yeah.
huge undertaking. So you're gonna have to have someone who is like the foster coordinator. You're gonna have to have the adoption coordinator who's gonna approve the adoptions. You're gonna have to have who's gonna manage getting the donations that we need to supply these things.
Who's gonna be the after-hours emergency contact?
Yeah, and that just can't be anybody. It has to be somebody who knows how to answer questions, not just be, oh, I don't know.
So it would have to
Go
be
to
like.
go to
Austin.
EPC on Broadway.
So like Austin, they've got vets that,
Oh yeah,
They're
girl.
open nights,
They're
weekends, and
they're
holidays,
they're
and-
deluxe there.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. No, I was the
expensive.
cat foster coordinator for San Antonio Pets Alive, and it's not for the lighthearted.
It's,
Oh yeah.
So it's a full-time,
It's a-
it's a full-time
I mean, it was a
job.
volunteer position, but I was grooming dogs, answering the phone, grooming dogs, answering the phone. What do I do with this? My cat's doing this. I mean, any variable and scenario you think could happen, you're going to get asked about. Why did the cat pee on my clothes? Why is it having diarrhea? Why won't it eat wet food? I mean, people are going to, because they're going to be scared and not know. So there needs to be someone available to do that.
So I have a
However, I'm not willing to do that for volunteer basis at this facility.
I don't
If
blame
you
you.
want me to do it, you have to pay me.
So I have a question. Why does my cat paw at his water bowl before he drinks?
making room.
I just thought I'd throw that out there.
Hey, you think those are silly questions, but that's legit. Like, people really will ask you.
My
Especially if they're
cat
not used to
really does
cats.
that.
No, I
He
used to
paws
have a cat who
before he
would-
drinks.
Is
And
the
then
water
you would-
stagnant?
Uh-uh.
Is it a water fountain?
Mm-mm.
That's probably why,
Wants
because
it
he
to be
wants fresh
fresh.
water all the time, and so he has to move the water that's settled on the
But
top.
he's not digging in, he's
It
doing it
doesn't-
on the side and on the ground. Oh, okay.
Ask Jackson Galaxy, I don't know.
Who's Jackson Galaxy?
The cat behaviorist.
Google it as
Cat
I tell the
whisperer.
kids.
Hold on, I gotta write that one
Tell
down.
the kids,
Jackson Galaxy.
Google it.
Mm-hmm.
When you
My
were
cat
doing
drinks
this, were
a
you
paw
doing
off
it
a paw.
just from your hat, when you were?
Right here.
you were
On my
doing-
phone, everybody, and it's still how it is. I have animals in foster right now, and someone has to be available to direct them.
Do we
So-
want to rethink this?
I mean, as long as but for us out here, it's going to be small. I mean, it's not
I
going
don't
to
know,
be.
we seem to
Do
be
you
getting
feel like
a lot of
people-
animals.
Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah,
but the people
actually-
willing
Yeah,
to do
exactly.
it.
That's
do
my
this
concern.
program.
That's my
Oh, be
concern.
foster
They're not
Yeah,
willing to
foster
take care
parents.
of. we have a-
Right, and
no, I
then
can see
and then we
maybe
have to
having
have
an
a plan
adoption,
B,
Yeah.
like, you know,
even
what's
an
Michelle gonna do with her
adoption
dogs?
worries me.
If her and I can't watch the dogs, we
You
have to
know,
board
how do
them.
you-
I mean, you know,
I
like.
mean,
How do you vet the owners, the future owners, you know?
But to me, it's like, and I feel awful to say it, but you know, if we have people in our community who don't even take care of their animals, and we want them to adopt ones that you know we're
Right.
finding, or even foster, you know, we can probably all name certain people that we know without a doubt that would be, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
That, take care of their.
But they're in this
you know.
hand, there's only this
Yeah.
many.
Exactly.
Everybody
Yeah.
hands up, that's how many we need.
Any adoptions, we would hope would go out of the city.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. And it mostly, I mean, if we can get people to foster and hold dogs for us, and so they're in a home environment, that's easier for me to plead to a transport. We don't necessarily have to worry too much about the adoption. It's more of a hold until I can get it. I know enough people that move dogs different areas. I can get them out. It just takes time.
And that was kind of my thought on this whole foster program to begin with.
And that's what
was-
they do at Bear County at Kirby. She'll
to-
adopt there.
Well, because, we're sending them to Oak Hills to hold because we don't have a place to hold them. So I'm okay with taking them to Oak Hills, have them embedded, hold them overnight if necessary, depending on the circumstances. But then bring them back and have somebody that's willing to keep them in a home environment while we're working on getting,
Or have a
permanent
facility to
placement.
hold them.
yeah.
'Cause,
Yeah, I mean,
a
and then
couple of weeks is probably gonna be a good.
at the most, I mean, it's usually like a month. There's transports that come up all the time. I just have to be able to answer the criteria and be able to tell them, are they dog? The biggest thing, are they dog aggressive? Well, just because they don't react at that time, I need to be able to get them out, mess with them.
Yeah, and at the
You know?
vet, you can't get a true reading on that. And a
No.
member.
And
Right.
even right off the bat, you can't. Exactly.
Right,
Because
yeah.
they're stressed. They're
Yeah.
freaked
Yeah.
out.
It
They're
has to
not
be a-
And
friendly.
that's why that one dog that I had told you got put down, they actually kept it an additional week to get acclimated, and they said it just continually she got worse.
Well, but a lot
That
of
they
times
couldn't
it's
even
because
reach in to take her out anymore.
they're
She
pinned
just
up. They're in an
Right.
Yeah,
unfamiliar.
I mean, there's a lot of, and I have access to a behaviorist. She'll help me. And that's
So a month is about the normal time for you to,
roughly, don't you think, Michelle? It takes about a month.
So a month
Wow,
at the
that's
vet would be
Too much money.
a couple of
much money.
thousand a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's and the
I mean, by
dogs,
then you can build
and
a
they're not
facility.
really getting handled there.
No.
And they're exposed to X, Y, and Z contamination,
Right.
and they need a chance because most of these places they're going to send them up north, and they're not even going to be in a humane society or a facility for a week. The
Right.
dogs don't last there because they don't have this problem.
Right.
Even our hard to adopt dogs, that are there right now, the dogs that are at Oak Hills right now they need a foster because they're not going to be as easy as that shepherd was.
Yeah.
It's hard.
I think what's happening, I think people are dumping dogs over by my house.
Really.
Oh yeah, I saw that pack of dogs.
There's 5.
Yeah.
One of them I recognize. I've never seen the others.
There's a lot. Yeah.
There's a lot.
I took pictures of it.
Yeah, I was telling Catherine we were almost down one dog last night or yesterday because they were fighting. They were attacking one of the dogs.
Oh my
They
god.
probably killed it. I'm
I don't know if they did or not. Anyway,
Well-
another story.
they'll do that.
So we're not even picking up any more dogs.
I
so
know.
We can.
I know.
We've got 3 down there now.
At Oak
We
Hills?
took 1 down this morning, and then 2's been down there a couple of weeks, I think. I can't remember.
So a facility is going to help us.
Oh,
For sure.
by far.
Okay. So along those
Undoubtedly.
lines, did you go measure? Did you get measurements for me on that?
Did I forget to tell you to go get measurements on that?
Oh no, it's 15 by 15. Yeah, I measured it.
Oh, it's
Oh, it
15
is?
by 15?
Oh, I
it's
thought
a
it
big
was
square?
rectangular
I thought it was
building.
rectangular too.
Me too.
Okay, so I
Is this
sent
along
Chris
the
down
lines
to
of-
what was formerly known as the Sauce property, which we're going to start calling
Amateur.
FSP.
That's not on the.
Oh, damn. What? Never mind. Can't talk about it.
Can we add it?
It's not on the
We can
agenda.
talk
Can't.
about it after the meeting.
We can
but
talk about
not
it after
now.
the meeting.
Okay, we'll do that.
Well, I mean, if you connect it to the foster care, I mean,
Oh,
Well,
okay.
it is.
Okay, go ahead.
Because
talk
we
about
were talking about a facility.
it. Yeah, for
Loopholes,
foster.
I like them.
Huh?
I said loopholes. I like them.
You like loopholes, okay. So I sent Chris down to check out one of the buildings that we have down there on that property. And we're gonna have to come up with a new name, because I don't like the Sauce property, it's not the Sauce property, but, and he took some pictures. It's a mess right now, but it could have some potential. 15 by 15 square. Let me find the prettiest of the pictures. That's probably
Yeah,
most
what I found out today is
descriptive.
that
and about 2 feet thick,
Okay.
I think. It's
So, and it is a concrete slab. So
It
there's,
doesn't look like it.
I know, it doesn't look like it.
You can pass
But
it around when you.
it's metal side, it's corrugated metal. We could have that sprayed with insulation.
And it looks like they it must have been insulated at one point. One of those pictures
I
has
saw
a wall
a pile
partially
of
insulated.
Insulation, I guess that's the top here. So, I mean, those are easy fixes to get that done, but we would need a suitably sized
You gotta pass it
septic tank to have everything go into, strictly for just the animal thing. And then have a plumber and a concrete technician come out and give us a quote on how we need to, fix the slab so everything drains the way we need it to go and everything. So this might be, a 15 by 15 is not very big, but it's better than nothing.
Especially if we got
Those walls are.
that are
yeah.
double stacked.
Who sent me that? Missy sent me those.
And we saw it at Brooks.
Yes. So where they keep their animals that are for their surgeries, we did a tour
Oh,
of
the
the
cages.
Brooks. Yes.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see
they're-
that.
Oh, you sent me that.
They're
The
double stacked.
stack, yeah.
Yes.
Put the heavier ones on the bottom.
Yeah. So I mean that would
Those
be
were, I think, triple stacked, and she also had doubles.
okay.
Oh, the cage banks from Wilson County?
Banks, yes, that's what
Yes.
They had that at
Does she still have them?
the Selma.
I haven't seen them.
Dog.
Like she put them on there. It hasn't said
Oh,
sold.
for sale?
Yeah, they're for
Selling?
sale
Yeah, they were 2,000. It's not bad.
To
for a
hold
bank
on.
of 6.
For a bank of 6, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, she had doubles, so it was a bank of 4. So there was
But that's
4,
only to
6,
hold them
6.
for how long?
Yeah.
But I mean, a small dog can stay in there. That's what they're in at ACS.
exactly.
That's true.
I mean, you can't put a big dog in it.
No.
But I mean, you
No,
can put
but
a
some of those
medium-sized
dog-
dog. You can put small
Cats?
dogs. You can put a cat in there.
Their bottom one, they
The
have
bottom
some
ones were
huge-
bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the bigger dogs. Yeah.
Which we have more bigger dogs out here that need
So,
rescuing than
and
little.
Doug, one of the things that we're challenged with
Yeah.
is it is now May, and our fiscal year ends the end of September. And we have set aside money for some of these projects, and we have not spent it. And the more money we carry over into the next year hurts us. So we need to spend this money on the projects we need to spend it on. This is an important one. So what I would suggest is, I know how passionate you are about the facility being up to code. So I would ask that you take this on, go down and assess it, work with contractors, find the contractors to come in and do all the things that need to be done. We need the septic, we need insulation, that's gonna have to be cleaned up. The piping and stuff that's in there, we're gonna need water. So I don't know that I would rip everything out without knowing what we can and can't reuse that's already there.
But would it be cheaper to buy the prefab one?
Well, the
$5,000
problem with the
one that we-
prefab is for one animal.
No, that $5,000 one that you
Well, it would be
proposed last month?
more. It would be more because you have to upgrade it to meet all the requirements.
I think the building would be enough. We would have to do the septic and everything, but the building
Exactly, we need
meets state
some plumbing and
requirements.
some drain and a septic and,
Well, it's not like if we don't do this, like we fix this, it needs to be utilized for something. It's our biggest need.
Exactly.
At the end of next year, we can't use money
Something
for
else.
a
Exactly.
bigger building now that we know what we're getting into.
and maybe we make this the cattery later. I mean, it's
or
a start.
isolation.
Exactly.
Or, yeah. I mean,
Exactly.
we might as well utilize it for something.
Exactly. Because we obviously have
And
a
that'll
need
happen a
for
lot
it.
faster than, I mean,
Exactly.
yeah.
So
And
is
people
your-
would be more willing to, like, if you tell them you're working on doing this, give you more of a break on services versus a whole product. Like, oh, hey, we're trying to do this, okay, I have this, or.
Exactly. And I did reach out to, what's his name?
It would probably be faster. I mean, if I'm willing to spend money on anything the community wants to spend money on. That doesn't bother me. But it would be faster if you got one of the prefab ones. It'd be a little bit more expensive, but it would be.
Well, it was a lot more expensive. It was 30-something thousand.
Well, I mean, but we'd still have to do the same thing to an empty building.
This is gonna take some time, yeah.
You think
but-
this is gonna take time?
I think it just depends
Well,
on how
for-
quickly
you-
if you
you've
can
gotta
get
get
people
the
to work
quotes.
on it.
You
Yeah.
gotta pass it by.
Well, we're gonna have to get the quotes on anything we do, so that.
Yeah.
so you
Well,
can
at least get
compare
the
'em.
quotes on the buildings there, at least getting the quotes on it to get started.
Right.
And then we can weigh.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, the building needs to be utilized for something regardless.
Right.
And the biggest need is
Holding,
the animals that we're surrounded with every day.
right.
So, I mean, it's not
Putting
gonna
up
hurt
the
to get the information
Yeah.
to see,
'Cause
and
you
then
are-
we could be like, oh, well, we need to go ahead and buy the building, or,
Yeah.
you know.
Because the cheapest one we found, well, you found that $5,000 one, right?
That was, what, 2 units?
Yeah, it was
It
two
was just
units.
2, that's not enough for what we need.
Yeah, but that doesn't include
But
finding
you know what,
septic
it doesn't
and-
have, to. I mean, so what if we just tore that down and set something on top of the slab?
Well, that's why there's slabs over there already.
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying, the slab's are already there, so we just buy something. My thought was, why not a portable not a portable building, but a storage building, you know?
It could be anything.
I know,
It doesn't have to be, as long as it's got a drain and, you know, the requirements, but it doesn't
Exactly.
have to be like a certain kind of building. It doesn't
Right.
have to be for dogs. As
Right.
long as it's got a drain, you can rinse it and you can wash it.
yeah, I agree.
And the slab where the kennels are right now that are set up, I mean, that's
20 by 20.
20 by 20.
I mean, it's ready for a building to sit on it. It just needs a septic, or we need to find where the septic is
So there
somewhere
you
on
go.
the property.
The slab's done. You
I
get
don't
to,
know if there's a septic up there or not.
there's
There's
not.
got it. No? There was never
It's-
any offices or anything? No toilets?
No,
Okay.
it's just been a delivery station.
And it doesn't need to be
Well, and that way we
like
have
a-
one septic system and we can use each slab for something else. I mean, you know, and connect it all, the drain field, to use it all for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not gonna be much, mainly water.
So my thought is, we're probably gonna be having a special meeting, not this week, but maybe next week.
The 23rd.
Well, we'll be on vacation the last week of this month.
We're talking the 23rd,
Yeah, I think that's when we're,
and the 30th is the following
I think that's when
Thursday.
we're gonna be on vacation.
What's today, the 13th?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be brought to council without,
I mean, it's gonna take a while to get all the information anyway. I don't know if I'll be able to get it.
you mean information for this?
Yeah,
Oh,
because that's,
Okay, so then the next is our next meeting on June 13th. Can you get it done by then?
Just a cat.
well, I've tried, you know,
Oh.
the problem we have is just people wanting to come out here all the time.
But I don't know that
But
they
we'll
need
certainly
to
try.
come out
Call
here.
Rushmore Plumbing is one
Yeah.
place you could call. They've been out here before, out doing in the building.
Yeah, people are starting to come out now. It's just in the beginning, it was so hard to
Yeah.
get people to come out.
We've got an electrician that gave us a quote for this building. We could ask him.
Well, the thing is that they're gonna ask, what do you want? And we're gonna have to show them what we can't just say,
Plans.
well, we want to, you know, they're gonna want plans, you know, they're gonna want, I don't know what you call them, schematics for
Yeah.
buildings, or, you know, they're gonna want to look at something like that.
Blueprints or something.
Yeah, there you go, blueprints, and they're gonna want, and that's what they're gonna ask for.
Because even with,
I disagree with that. You
Even-
call, no, you call the professionals and say, here's what I need to do. You tell me what I need. I'm not gonna tell you how
I
to
need
do it.
electricity running to this
I need
spot.
water, I need a septic, I need water, I need.
Oh, I'm
that's-
talking about the building itself, I'm not talking about the water.
You tell them it's a 20 by
Well-
20 slab. That's what I need.
All right, well,
I got
then
a 20 by
I'll try
20
that.
slab I need to put something on.
Oh,
I mean, I
so
could
wait,
try
we're
it.
talking about two different things. You're talking about getting quotes now for a building we're gonna buy, and you just want quotes for the
Well,
water.
it's more than that. It's the building. It's the cutouts in the slab for drainage. It's water and electricity to the building. It's a septic.
So
I mean,
you're
it's
not
just kind of a
talking,
start.
he's talking about having people come out for a quote on this building. You're talking about the slab, the
I
empty
thought-
slab?
Yes, I thought that's what we're talking about. Empty
Oh.
slab.
Hmm?
No, we're not gonna do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's talking about now.
We're
just
talking about the
empty slab.
20 by 20 that's already there.
Oh,
Putting
okay.
the building on that.
But- Okay,
Yes.
yes.
I mean, I can,
We can do that, yeah.
we've
Okay.
got the quotes already for a building.
Oh, yeah. But I don't have the price.
For that size? For
Yeah.
that size slab?
Well, there's 20 by 20, right?
Yeah.
And then right next to it, level to it, is gravel. So it's strong enough to hold, I think the gravel is another 20 by 20. They just didn't put concrete over it, but it's level to the concrete.
It's level to the, yeah.
Oh,
to-
okay.
Yeah.
It
So
rises
it's
up and
larger
it
than
goes
20
level.
by 20.
Okay.
It's just the concrete itself.
The septic tank they told me needed, it would be similar to a commercial type septic tank. Because they said the bacteria in dog poop and cat poop is different than the bacteria in a
human?
person. So they build them a little bit different. But they basically told me it was a commercial type septic tank.
And I wonder if that's based on
I
a
can't imagine how
full-fledged.
big it needs
Well,
to
I
be.
asked them,
mean,
I said, how do you, that was one of the questions. I said, how do you determine,
This-
how- you know,
How do you
because
size it?
I mean,
Yeah.
we're not
That's
talking
what I asked them.
151 ACS facility.
you know, in a home, it goes by bedrooms usually. You know, how many bedrooms you have.
Because I would think
And I asked them that, and they said, well, we don't know.
the size that we use for houses out here would suffice for.
Yeah, I
But
think
that's,
so.
like, mine's 1,000 gallon. That's kind of overkill, I think, for animal control.
Now, there is a lot of water going into it. that
Yeah, you wash
eventually
it out
will run
once a
off.
day, at least once a
At
day.
least, probably more than once. There's a lot of water, but then the water just goes out to the
Drain
field
field.
lines and, yeah, the drain field. It's just the poop that's gonna stay in the
And
tank.
the ones that we were looking at, they have to make a few modifications. Like, we have to add an air conditioner and a heater.
Sure.
I think you can get units that are both heating and air, and it's just a window unit. That's all you need. You don't need central air. I mean, it's small enough
Cool.
to where it goes.
And
We need-
fans would help too.
And we need water out there, like you said. And,
We
Which
should,
is a water.
water should
hookups.
not be a problem.
It's a water property, I'm sure.
well,
there's
water
lots of-
hookups they're kind of expensive now. I know they've gone up.
But my point is, water was already, well, we capped the wells.
Yeah.
We did cap the wells.
I don't know if there's
We
water
didn't, they
running
did,
out there.
yeah.
I know there's water in those tanks. I don't know if there's water going to those tanks or if that's just water that was left in there.
Okay, so that's a call to SAW. So you have to call SAW. You need to call
Good.
CPS. You would need to call somebody to do septic design for you. Maybe call Anne Marie and talk to her about what we're looking to do, and she can make recommendations. That'd
I
probably be
mean,
the easiest way to do that.
It might, I don't think anybody will charge anything to do any of that. I can't imagine anybody will.
Charge anything to do what?
To come out and give us an estimate, so I don't think
No,
that'd be a
and
problem.
if they want the,
Okay, so can you start start with the scope of work, you know, kind of like what we're trying to do, and then start, okay, so.
Well, a lot of it I've already done because I was looking at, you know, because I've already contacted that one company that has the kennels, pre-made kennels.
Right.
And they've already told me what they needed them upgraded to.
No, I understand that, but we're
so-
talking more than that.
I know.
We're talking septic design,
Yeah.
we're talking CPS, we're talking saws, I mean, there's a whole lot of other things, that's what I'm saying. You can't just say, well, found a building.
Yep.
Okay, so you
And
can,
I don't know if we might need some base material out there for people to park on.
well, it's not gonna be open to the public
Well, I know, but.
until we get a adoption
Well, I
program
mean,
going maybe.
I don't know, because if you have somebody that wants to come and get their dog, you
it's
know,
easy
they
to
might-
drive on it
Oh,
right now,
yeah.
there's a lot of base out there already. Yeah.
Well, I don't
From
know.
both-
I don't
from
know what's
both
out there.
ends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
either way.
You can drive.
So,
Okay, so you're gonna work on.
are there any
You're gonna
lights
run
out
with
there?
that.
Is it what?
I don't think
Any
the
lights?
electricity's not
No.
turned on, no.
Yeah, the electricity's hadn't been turned on yet.
But I mean, there's electricity coming to the property, but.
Yeah, I would imagine, because they had all those pumps and everything
Yeah.
out there. But I don't know what they
And
took.
there's a meter.
I don't know what they took
somewhere.
down, though. I don't know what they
Oh,
took.
yeah, I don't know.
There may not be a meter loop there anymore.
Okay, so, back to this then.
Because we got to decide where we're going to put the building, because that'll determine where we put the septic tank to.
Mhm. But we should be able to get a quote on, or what size we need.
Yeah, I mean, I
Based
can
on-
call,
4 dogs max or whatever building we get.
I'm sure somebody has had to estimate that before, and I'm sure I can find somebody that can give us an idea of what it needs to be done.
Oh, you could even probably call Greg Schmidt. Well, I don't know, he doesn't install septics.
I don't think they do.
No, but he's got people that do. or he knows of
They
someone.
would give.
And then one's called Mike Parton. He installs septic systems, or did.
But there's no shortage of people that'll put in septic tanks. I don't know if they can put in the same kind they do for homes, though.
Well, that's why I suggested you talk to Anne Marie. Since she's gonna have to issue us a permit from Bear County, she can tell you what you need.
That's Public Works, right?
No,
Permit.
it's environmental services.
Yeah,
Septic-
but I
septic
think it's-
permits.
But I think that's Public Works permit. Unless they changed it. At least that's, years ago, that's where I got mine from.
Yeah, it's with Bear County Public Works septic permit, Anne Marie Revenberg.
Her phone number is 210-335-6664.
And she's very good at either answering or replying back.
Okay,
Moving on.
Okay. Discuss and possible action on concerning the date and time of the ACA meetings. And I put that on there because I didn't know if we wanted to go start coming one time a month instead of the 2 times a month.
I definitely don't think we should cut it down to one. I mean, it's already,
It's easier to stay on top of things even if we are not even here that long. We can all touch base, that this is what's going on, this
Yeah.
is what we need. I'm okay with the twice. Michelle? Are you okay with it?
okay.
All right.
We just need a set time and date though, like, you know.
Yeah, like if someone could, we
Yeah.
can make a calendar so we're,
And
we
I
know.
wanna- Yeah, second
Yeah.
and fourth Monday is what we decided. Yeah, I need to.
Yeah,
do the
but I need to
calendar.
see, right, we need to,
Visual.
yes, ma'am. I have a lot of things I need to be able to,
Okay.
I will create a calendar and
So-
highlight those dates.
We'll keep it at 2 times a month.
If it falls on a holiday, for example, Memorial Day is the 4th Monday of this month?
I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it is.
So are we not going to have it? Do we want to, can we,
Yeah,
Decide
Memorial
to
Day
change.
is on a Monday,
So
and
do
that
we
would be the
wanna-
4th.
so now we won't meet again until the 2nd Monday of June? Or can we make a decision to change the dates that fall on holidays to the
Yeah.
Following-
that Tuesday instead?
I'm fine with that.
We
Can someone
could,
make a
because it would
motion?
be on the.
I make a motion
we
we
can do that.
do what Catherine just said.
The
Let's
mo-
make a motion to.
The motion is
To-
if Monday's a holiday, we have it on the Tuesday.
Okay,
Yes.
there you
All
go.
right, there
Okay.
you
I like that.
go. Okay.
Because Labor Day might be, well, not Labor Day's usually the first.
There are quite a few holidays on Mondays.
Tuesday.
All right, so we'll do that.
So our next one will be the Tuesday after Labor Day.
So the 28th,
Okay, thanks.
right?
Yes, it's 28th.
And
Okay. That's the date I will start the calendar and highlight.
The 28th?
That's
Yeah,
our
since
next
that's our
meeting.
next meeting,
Okay.
yeah. And then I'll highlight the following Mondays after that. And then will that apply to all Mondays? That's a plan, okay. Do we need a second on that?
I second.
All in favor?
and we'll vote.
One
Vote.
favor.
There you go.
And it-
Unanimous.
That was,
Right.
okay. Discuss under
Oh, you
possible
voted.
action on additional members of the AACAC. I've been told that some other people want to join the group, so the committee. I don't know if anybody has any objections to that or not. I didn't think
I
so,
don't.
but
Do you? No? I don't care. As long as they're gonna come. And they're gonna foster an animal. That's all I care.
And we don't have anything official in place that, a process to add, right? We just let them come
I-
on the board?
well, I guess we got to vote, just
Well,
make it
what does our
formal.
ordinance say? Or Was it ordinance or resolution?
I think it was a
Did it
ordinance.
identify the number of
Yeah,
members?
it did, I
I think
think.
at least 5.
I think it-
Let me see.
I think it said 5. So we would have to ask the council to change it, I think. I don't think anybody will care.
Well, I mean, 5 is a good number. You start getting, if you get more than that, you,
Run into a lot of conflict
do.
if we can't work together. And
Exactly.
the three of us are always,
right.
yeah, for sure. And you don't want someone flying off the handle thinking that they'll have to follow the rules.
And we don't have to change this. I mean, we can just ask the people that want to join just to come in, and we will certainly
Says
take their
here,
input.
Yeah.
The committee is to be composed of at least one but not more than 2 members of the city council and citizens appointed by council. The council may determine the number of members, the terms and composition of membership as it deems necessary, and appoint one alderman as the chair. Yeah, it doesn't talk about the size.
It just says the council has to designate them, the number.
Unless during the minutes.
Yeah, I think,
When was that signed?
during the,
This was signed January 21st. I think there was one after this, I thought, because it said when we would have the first meeting. Or, no, sorry.
That was the P and Z.
That was P and Z and the Adjustments Board,
Yeah.
sorry.
Let's see.
The council may determine the number of members, the terms and composition of membership in the advisory committee as it deems necessary for the effectiveness.
And regarding that ordinance establishing the committee,
This is 127, so it would have been after 127, if there's another one.
Alderman Tremblay made a motion to approve the ordinance as presented, which was seconded by Alderman Martino and passed unanimously. And it was the committee for the purpose of defining and planning an animal control program.
General duties. But it doesn't have a board of adjustment. Oh, that was in there. That's why.
And then the newer one.
So I think one thing that needs to be considered is, you've had people that came and joined. Did y'all ever set procedures for they have to be here or after a certain number of meetings are automatically removed?
no, we haven't done that.
Okay, so kind of need to probably work through all that as well.
In the next meeting.
But for some reason, 5
I
sticks in
thought
my
it
head.
was,
I'm pretty
I thought
sure
you
we
said it-
talked about it in the meeting, and we said.
yeah,
that
if they missed
it
3, I think the very first meeting, we did go over something, it was something like if they missed 3 meetings then.
Yeah, see, and I wasn't at the first meeting, so I missed that
I'll
one.
have to listen to the recording.
Okay.
Because I think with this type of committee, I didn't have to type up minutes. The recording was enough, but I did
Okay.
have to listen to it. I will make a note too.
And I'm just going to put on here, review first meeting.
Well, I mean, do we want to keep it at the number we have and just add people when somebody drops out?
But we don't know that anybody's dropped, nobody said that they dropped
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, they just don't
But
show up.
we can ask, I mean,
Yeah.
we can ask.
Well, but if you establish that, just like on the council, if you miss 3, you're out. So, same
And we
type,
need to tell them that, like, we tell
They-
Missy, if you can't come,
right,
3 in a row.
you know,
Yeah.
we need to communicate to everybody, to
Right.
one person, to
right.
Alderman Thomasini.
row.
3 in a row?
Okay.
Yes, 3 consecutive.
That's usually the way it is. 3 regular, they
I'll
usually
listen
say
to the
3
minutes.
regular meetings.
Figure it out.
Okay.
Because otherwise we're going to, I mean, even after that, don't we have to create some sort of document that shows the duties?
I would
and-
think so, yes.
Yeah.
That's why I was thinking there was something that had already been done up on that.
Oh, so make sure. So, but, I mean, even if, I want to say it was probably 5.
I think that's what she started at, and then we were talking about, we have room to add one more. I think you wanted to keep it no more than 6. is
So
what we
it's probably
talked about.
safe to say that we could reach out to this gentleman that said he was interested?
Oh, you have somebody who's interested?
Yeah, what was his name? I know I sent it to you.
I can't remember his name, but I just wanted to make sure that it was, I didn't want to be making decisions without.
Well, because there was a gentleman that I extended an invitation to. He lives just up the street here. Curtis Brazil, B-R-A-Z.
No,
Yeah,
it wasn't, it wasn't
Wasn't
that. I
him.
know it wasn't
Right.
Curtis.
Yeah, someone in the neighborhood, he called about, I think a stray or something, and then was talking about, that he used to work, or, be a
good.
volunteer or something like that.
Okay.
Very knowledgeable about some of the things. So I guess you can reach out to him.
Yeah.
Let him know next meeting is the 28th. Okay.
Yeah. Last item?
Okay, this is discussing a possible action on the amount of time an animal is held at a veterinarian clinic.
Well, that one's kind of hinky right now because, well, I have
I
nowhere to put them. So
Yeah.
that's kind of open-ended. Mandatory, it has to be there since we have nowhere to hold them. We cannot make a decision by that pet for 3 days.
Yeah, but we know it has to be at least 3 days, but we were,
Maximum.
But I mean,
Going
as
for a
far,
maximum.
Well, no, it doesn't have to be, held at the vet for 3 days.
a
It has
decision
to
can't be made
A
for
decision can't be made for
the
3
pet,
days
i.e.
regardless of where it's held.
rehoming,
Right.
euthanasia,
Yeah, exactly.
rescue placement. No decision can be made after the 3 days.
Right.
So,
So it can be
like,
there
I
one
have
day
the
and
shepherd
come
right
the
now.
rest of the
Well,
days.
My 3 days are
Yeah,
up.
3 days
I have a
total.
rescue lined up.
3 days
Bam,
total.
no problem.
Yeah.
3
So,
days
I mean,
total
you know.
somewhere.
But you have to wait at least 3 days before
Minimum.
any decision.
Right, unless it
Exactly.
was a life or
Exactly.
life or death.
Right, you don't want to.
Right. No, you have to wait.
Yeah. So, the fact that we have nowhere else to hold them, I guess they stay at the clinic, but again, do we, because sometimes I'm asked, do we have dogs at the clinic? Why do we still have dogs at the clinic? When are we gonna get rid of the dogs at the clinic?
I know I never asked those questions.
I know you don't.
It's
I'm not
hard.
under
It's
any
hard
pressure.
because I can't get there
I know.
to see them. I don't
Right.
know
I
anything
know.
about them,
And
and
it's
so
hard
I'm.
for us to assess them while we're
And
up
it's
there.
hard because they're there, but yet I can't take any more big dogs at my house.
Right.
I've been squeezing in little ones as it is, and I have the cats. And I had to, my foster flaked for the other cats I picked up from Oak Hills, so they're,
On Saturday?
yeah, she
So now
decided,
you have them?
oh, I do. But San Antonio Feral Cats is willing to take them on if
You can find a foster.
if I can find a foster, which is, I'm gonna put it as me because I can't keep paying for all that stuff. Like, they're on meds. And if they have to go
Okay.
back, they have to poop
The
checked again.
kittens?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Because of their eyes or?
Oh, no, they're for coccidia,
What's that?
a parasite infection in their intestines, and they have rancid diarrhea.
Yes, they do. Oh my gosh, I could not clean up that bathroom. I gagged. and
That's what it
walked
is.
out.
And so I had the foster that was willing to foster them for me. She didn't want. She freaked out, and I said, "They're at the vet. There's a good chance I'm picking them up with medication, and it's. I mean, it's diarrhea. Diarrhea's
It's
nothing.
stinky.
Give them their medicine.
And
Anyways,
the oldest one, the orphan, had blood in his diarrhea.
right, and
in
that's
stool.
from irritation in his intestine from constantly pooping and pooping and pooping. You know, his butt hurts.
Oh, okay, I thought it was maybe coming.
And that's
from
also a
his
sign, well, because it's irritated. It's all raw on the inside.
Oh,
So it's not like, now,
is that contagious? Is that why?
to other cats, oh, yeah.
Oh, that's
Very.
why the,
Oh, yeah.
Baby
And she was like,
others.
I don't want to do
Well,
it
the
because my
parasite.
kitten's going to get
The
it.
virus
Like,
they
well, who
have.
says put
Oh,
them
it's a
together, you
virus.
moron?
Right.
Keep them separate until it's off.
how long does it take
Anyways.
to get cured of that?
A week.
Oh,
It's not a big
okay.
deal. They're on beds for
And
a
they've
week.
been on them for,
No, not been on them. They had just started them. And the IMEDs the day I picked it up.
oh, because that's when we said to go ahead and vet them probably. See, because we're not vetting them yet until we know.
I mean,
we've got a foster.
I mean, unless it's, completely life-threatening, but diarrhea in a kitten is no bueno.
Yeah.
It'll snap them in no time, zap them.
But Oak Hills has
they're eating,
instructions not to
well,
vet.
which is fine. I mean,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's not an unrealistic instruction. It's
But I
just,
think they would They would know if it was something.
Right.
That
They were
needed-
all eating. They still are. The mom is, I'm having to supplement them. The mom is not making enough milk for all of them. Like she's off to the corner, get away from me. So,
She was like that when because we had them in this bathroom. I did not know they were gonna stink that bad, so we kept them in this bathroom overnight. Whew, and she came out and she's trying to find a place to hide from all those kittens. And they're like, meow, meow, meow. And I'm answering the phone with kittens in the background.
So I
I
guess
called
we don't
them.
want to make a recommendation. to
There's,
the council.
there's no way to do that at this time.
no, yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I mean, the goal is to ultimately get to no more than, 2 days.
if that.
If we had a facility to bring them
But
Right.
again, that's what that facility,
to. Exactly.
It would save us so
you know
much
how you
money in the long
put, there's a
run.
max amount that we're gonna spend on, during your meetings at council?
Yeah,
Can we
not
put
to
a
exceed,
date?
not to
Not to
exceed
exceed
that.
the end of June.
Yeah,
you
by
know?
a certain
Yeah.
date. This much by a certain date.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just the holdup, I mean. Because
So
the
it's-
amount that we're spending over at Oak Hills could go to a facility and.
Oh,
and
it
eventually
could,
pay for
and
it,
that's
so.
why I'm, kind of disappointed that here we are, months later, still having the same conversation. We
yeah,
needed
we
to
gotta
be
it
working
needs
on
to
this.
be, yeah,
Yeah.
like happening.
Yeah, it needs to be happening.
And it's
That
better a
way-
facility than out on the streets. They're
So
still
you're
doing
going on
better.
vacation? When?
It's the last week of this month.
Okay, so you got 2
So
weeks.
that's the
You got this
27th?
week and next week?
Yeah.
Okay, so chop chop, get busy.
Well, I mean, it's only for the septic tank, the electricity, and the water.
And a building.
And well, the building I've already pretty much researched.
And you got pricing and everything?
Yeah.
But we can't afford that. We can't afford $36,000. We don't have that kind of money.
Well, then what do you?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Other options. Maybe it's a storage shed type building, or it's a tiny house, or it's a structure of some kind that could be utilized in any
Yeah, like you
fashion.
can buy.
Containers, those
It's
Yeah,
containers.
so up the
Exactly.
street they sell those for like $2,500,
Exactly, that's what
and
I'm
I
saying.
can send you what it looks. I mean,
A con-
We bought one. It's out here in the
yeah,
maintenance
but
yard.
they have turned it into a dog holding facility.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Who did?
people they buy those, and that's what they do.
So I mean,
That's
that's
what
what
we
I'm.
need to look
So that's what I'm
yeah,
saying. It doesn't.
or like
Who's
Think
done
outside
that?
the
What-
box.
What did it take
And
to
then-
do
very
that?
sturdy.
Exactly, the
yeah,
Connex.
and put those portacles in there. Bam.
So that's something maybe you could look into.
mean,
Who-
other
Who's
than-
done that out of Connexes and what did it take to do?
Right, or even there's a rescue out in Fair Oaks, the heart of Texas, and she takes puppies from me, and her inside is this.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
That's
It
what
could
she
be-
has. It's just a building, and she has kennels. And
Exactly.
it doesn't have to be anything
No.
spectacular. That's how I hold dogs on my front porch
Well, that's what I'm
in
saying.
a crate on the
The-
concrete.
The
You know, it
prefab
doesn't
that
have
we
to
were
be-
looking at, they're all nice and great, but the ones we were looking at were four
Yeah.
units. That's
it.
not enough. We need to be able to hold probably
And even
a dozen
inside something
animals.
like this, you can still put the tall runs.
Sure.
You know, I mean, yes, you're going to put drain and,
exactly.
modify it, but, I mean, it doesn't have to be
Well,
a
the Connex
dog.
is a good idea because we could check with federal surplus and see what they have. In fact, isn't that where that one came from? Was federal surplus? No, it came from down the road.
Yeah, down
Yeah.
there.
137.
But check and see what's on the federal
And then you could
surplus
put
site.
you could easily buy more than one, and to bring it into this, the most important, expensive part is going to be installing the septic, and then modifying
And
those
if
buildings.
that's a 20 by 20 slab, you can buy a 20-foot Connex. It'll fit right on there.
Right, and then you could put like another shed to hold supplies.
Exactly.
And you can put
modify that one to
and
hold
something for
supplies.
quarantine, like if
Exactly.
someone has parvo, it still has the drain in it. Like it's easy to separate.
Yeah.
And we can have cats.
Yeah.
Too.
I agree. So don't think in terms of the prefab. That
I'll look
That-
into some and I'll email you.
that was
and
too
see.
expensive for what we were going to get.
I don't think you're going to be able to keep it cheap if you're going to meet the requirements that we have to follow.
That's why he likes the
I just don't think
prefab
you're
is
going
because
there.
they're already built to.
But that's only
standard
4, and
specs.
we need to hold at least a dozen.
Yeah.
So at 36,000 for 4 times,
Oh yeah.
yeah, we can't afford that.
Like at Kirby, that's what they have is just a big building with the drain through and
Well, that's why I
stuff
was
set
thinking
up.
this may work. because it's a start.
It's the same thing that they have there.
It's a start.
That's what they have.
Yeah, then we may look at it.
That's what
it's-
they have at Converse too. It's just a
Yeah.
building like that.
Right.
And I mean, this
What
is
they
what the inside of. So we saw the nice facility at
Oh, yeah.
Kirby. So down the street where I said that there's more,
Mm-hmm.
that's what that looks like inside there. That's all they have is metal walls, a big portico. The thing rolls
That's probably
up.
where they started.
That's
Well, it's just
exactly
like
how they
Almendorf,
started.
Too. They've got
Uh-huh.
the roll-up doors, and I haven't been on the inside, but it's nothing. Well, you've been on the
Use what
inside,
we
right?
have.
Oh.
They don't.
It can't
Elmendorf.
be that hard to
Elmendorf doesn't have a
fix
animal.
it.
Yeah, but they hold dogs there, don't they?
No, they got a sign that says they do, but they don't.
They don't have hold any dogs overnight or anything. I thought they had kennels in there. When you were there, they didn't have dogs.
They did.
They did have dogs.
Oh, well, then
They do
it's
now.
changed then, I guess, yeah.
I guess they
Yeah, they
don't get
moved
in
across
trouble.
the street, or
'Cause
they
I
moved
was there
next
about a
door where
year
the
ago.
car repair place used to be,
Who did?
that red building.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
next to City Hall.
Yeah.
I think
Well, they
that's where
may be
they've
now.
been
That was
since.
been a while since I've been over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know where they held them before they built
But I
that
know
building.
that
They don't hold
Selma
them very long. They
has
transfer.
To Selma.
a real small facility,
Yeah.
probably 20 by 20. And it's made out of cinder blocks. That's all it is.
And
with-
it's up
with
to state
cages in it.
standards, we
Yeah.
assume? So we don't need anything fancy, I think. I mean, if
Well,
they're
no,
getting away with
most
what
of
they are
it, most
doing.
of it is just the drainage part of it, because you have to have something that, you gotta go in there and spray. And you
Yeah.
can't do that, in a regular building.
No, you'd have to have some sort of, well, gonna have to have a canal to wash it out and
you know.
go into the septic.
So then that building just needs a drain.
It's got a concrete
It's
slab.
got the concrete slab already.
It's got some pipes that need to be removed, but they're not in the way of us being able to utilize it.
And the foundation's probably the most expensive.
Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah,
we
just
should
need to-
we should utilize what we have, and as far as the metal, if we need to have the spray insulation done to keep the heat down and the cool in, we can do that, but it's the trenching and the septic that we need that
And-
is the most important part right
The only
now.
thing they gotta do is put sealant on the concrete, because it can't be porous.
Porous.
Yeah, which we liked the sealant on the one at Brooks. Be out, inside of the building, not in the lobby, but textured.
Is there another slab bigger than that one?
This one is the
20 by
15 by 15.
Uh-huh.
Is that right,
Got a
15 by
20 by
15? And there's a
And they
20
have
by
a
20.
20.
But this is the only one that well, there's another one that's bigger, that has the stainless tanks in it, but
That's
we
the
don't
only
want
one we could use like right away after we.
yeah,
start
this is the only
cleaning
one that
it
we
up.
can use right away.
What's the other one have?
Has the stainless steel tanks in it.
Oh, the stainless steel
Yes.
tanks.
Yeah, and we can't.
And then
find
the
anyone
one
to
that's
fix
20 by 20 has no building on it, it's just a slab.
And that's where we have the kennels right now with roofs on them, but
Yeah.
that was frowned upon, so we stopped using
Well,
that.
we can, I'm sure that there's a company that does that,
That does what?
that will look at it and tell us and give us a price.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you again. Time is running out. This is dragged on. We're halfway through. We have accomplished nothing. If you can't do it, or you don't want to do it, or you're just looking for somebody to do it for you, then I'll take it on, because
Well, I can
it's
get
got to
people.
happen. I know, but Doug, you're real good about asking questions to get somebody else to do the work for you. That's why we're kind of where we're at right now with the structure thing. You kept asking people, what's the requirements, instead of,
Well, I know what
here's
the
the
requirements
requirements, does this meet this, this, and this? So my point is, you're going on vacation, we got 2 weeks, what we need to know about septic, we need to know about water, we need to know about electric. Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, then please, run with that, and then for our next meeting, we'll have something on there to approve.
Oh, you know what I forgot on here? Adjourn. Does it have to be on here, or do we have to stay until next?
We are here forever, perpetual.
Well, then, can y'all come with me to my house because the kittens are hungry?
Who makes the motion?
I motion we adjourn.
Then we'll adjourn. And it is
7:32.
7:30.
We started at 6:20.
6:38.
6:38?
32?
Just keep it here.